Hello and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Taurus, okay? So this is for any planner or star you have in your chart under Taurus. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I first want to thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and all your comments. I love comments, okay? Now, the way I work, well, first and foremost, my readings are more like to give you a whole new perspective or a whole new way of seeing things that have happened, that are happening, or that will happen, alright? So it's more like a suggestive thing going on. If it just happens that it is predictive, then that's awesome. But my first aim is not that, okay? So the way I work for these readings is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle, and if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Etzer's Mirror Truth Lenormand deck. Now, a reading, we all have an intuition, and it's key that we learn how to use it, so check out the video I post on Monday for that. And a reading is like a snapshot of the possible future that might arise if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point. If you don't like it, change what you're doing. It's that simple as that. And thank goodness that we have an array of possibilities to choose from at any given moment. So all you have to do is pick one, and ta-da! You're on your way. Or you still have to work on it, of course, for you to be on your way. But with that being said, my gorgeous Virgos, let's get into... No, Tauruses. Let's get into your cards. Yes. Taurus. So please... No. Not yet. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got the 10 of spring. Ooh. With the 9 of autumn at the bottom of the deck. Fortune after difficulty? I guess we'll see. Yep. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message from my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got the 7 of autumn with the 2 of summer at the bottom of the deck. And the magician. And the star. And the world. Whoa. Oh, wow. That was a strong sneeze. Right there. Like there. Okay. So now, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses. And you got the 4 of autumn with the ace of winter at the bottom of the deck and the ace of spring. 2 aces, one after the other. Nice. Pretty cool. Next. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got the High Priestess with the Ego card at the bottom of the deck, followed by the 6 of summer. Interesting. Now we clarify. Yes. By the way, I use selenite on my decks. It's a very angelic crystal, so I use it because I like it. And I was drawn to it at first. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share why they have the 10 of spring and the 9 of autumn out for the first set. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got the Singer of Intuition with Penelope Dreamweaver at the bottom of the deck, followed by Gotcha, surprise! And I'll throw in Unity for good measure. Then I saw the Fawn behind that, so I'm gonna put that there too. Yes. So now you got the 7 of autumn, the 2 of summer, the magician, the star, and the world. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share why all these cards are here for the second set. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got the Rar card. Rar. With Nellis the Alchemist at the bottom of the deck. Nice. Okay. Third set, you got the 4 of autumn, the Ace of winter, and the Ace of spring. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, why are all these cards out for the third set, please? Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, why are all these cards here? And you got Spirit Dancer with the Lamb at the bottom of the deck. Oh, c'est so cute, so adorable. Okay, so you got the Lamb, then you got that gnome with Sylvanus, the fairy godmother, and the third set. Very nice, very nicely done. Now you got the High Priestess. Okay, for the fourth set, you have the High Priestess, the Eagle card, and the 6 of summer. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, why are all these cards out for the fourth set? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, why are all these cards out for the fourth set? Please, angels and guides, and you got the Birth Mother. No, it's the Bright Mother. The Bright Mother with the Soul Shrinker and the Singer of Transfiguration. Change is afoot. Okay, so let us begin. Card set number 1. Start off with the 10 of spring. Now the 10 of spring talks of ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Being weighed down? Being weighed down by too many responsibilities that at the end of the day, my Tauruses will pay off, okay, with the 9 of autumn. Now the 9 of autumn talks of reward yourself for all your hard work, okay, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. That is an interesting concept. So you are weighing yourself down by too many responsibilities because you have your own business. You are your own entrepreneur and you love it. You do. You feel a little exhausted, a little overworked, but you are completely content with what you got, with what you are doing. Now, cards clarifying that are the Singer of Intuition, which talks of perceptiveness, oracle or powers, awareness, and trust. So you can, you are perceiving that you want to go higher, want to go farther, you want to do more. And because of that, you're putting more weight on your shoulders in regards to responsibilities. You are taking on more responsibilities because you perceive that you want to have more, like more money. You want to make more money. And so how can you do that? You can do that intelligently. And for some reason, you have decided to, maybe you're doing, the intelligent thing is that you're taking on more responsibility. So you're taking on a higher paying job in order for you to make more. Because the suit of wands, or spring in this case, talks of action. What actions are you doing? What are you doing? What actions are you doing? In what field and whatnot? And I feel like the reason why you are taking on so many responsibilities is because of all the wonderful things she does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Okay. Spoiler alert, the Wizard of Oz gave the impression that he was more, when in reality it was all smoke and mirrors. Sorry for those who hadn't seen it. Huh. But I think the reason why it came out is because at the end, like, Dorothy utilized her intuition and looked around the bend and noticed that the Wizard of Oz was not that big and was not that great. That it was all a ruse to a certain extent. So, and I feel like that's what Penelope Weaver is talking about. She got an inspiration, she followed her inspiration, and she uncovered a truth. Right? It says, inspirations, magical dreams, which for those who've seen The Wizard of Oz know that the whole story with Dorothy was a magical dream to a certain extent, as well as visions. You can say that I actually don't know how to relate that, but I mean, some people get flashes of insight, other people just have downloads of information. So maybe seeing as dreams come in come in color, not in color, but come in images. Maybe that's what it's saying. Magical dreams, visions. Then you have gotcha. Whatever it is shocking you. Whatever you're discovering in your dreams is shocking you. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. The ones. Okay. So it's shocking you while making you feel whole and united and safe. Next you got unity, which talks of union, mystical experiences, and spiritual home. You feel safe, you feel secure, you feel at one, unified with whatever it is that you're dealing with, as well as the fun. Now the Fawn talks of understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic, which is amazing. Yes. Don't mind me. I'm thinking. Okay. Next, for the second set, okay, you start off with the Seven of Autumn, which talks of take your time, have patience, and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. Because, see this little kid? He's on top of a pumpkin. And when you plant a seed, okay, you almost always have a return on your investment of time, because you planted that seed, and then the plant gave birth to a pumpkin. In this case, it's a pumpkin patch. So then you planted a pumpkin seed and came out a pumpkin. So that's why it's saying that, but you're just gonna have to wait a couple of months before that pumpkin is pickable, right? Then you can take it out of the pasture and take it home and carve a jack-o'-lantern in it, and or make soup or salad or whatnot, right? Because this card says have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. So it's a prudent investment because you know that if you plant a seed, almost always you will get a pumpkin. Seed equals pumpkin, right? Seed plus water equals pumpkin. Or seed plus water and earth equals pumpkin. That makes absolute sense. So it's an investment of your time and effort, but it's definitely going to give you a reward, like a return. Definite return on your investment. What is up? Okay. Then you have the World. I feel like I shuffled them, but those were all out, so we're going to keep on using them. You have the World, which means that there's a completion happening, right? The bright success, the freedom to move in any direction, a journey that is now complete. When I see this card, I think of a hummingbird who can go in any direction in flight, right? And then you have the Magician. Now that you have the ability to go in any direction you choose, you can also create whatever you want out of thin air. Because the Magician says you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Definitely. If you take charge, you can make anything happen, is what I'm getting. Then you have the Star card. Now the Star card talks of look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So, things are looking up, basically, is what I'm getting. Things are definitely looking up in regards to your love life, because this card, this is a Two of Summer, and the Two of Summer says falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed. And when I get this card, I always think, do you want to work on this relationship, or have you had enough? If you've had enough, then stop working on it. Move to something else. Because if you drudge the relationship that is done, you're actually going to do more harm than good to some extent. And I feel like the Rar card talks of the World is in relation to the world, because now that now that you're waiting patiently, your cycle is ending, and once your cycle ends, you'll be able to tap into a whole new cycle, which is basically full of potential and wild energy. You can do whatever you want with this. Anything you want. It can go in any direction. All you have to do is pick. And then after having the Nellis the Alchemist, I feel like this is not your first go around. So you have a better understanding of what it is that you want to create, and because of that reality, you will be laser focused on what it is that you want to create. So your magical powers will be put to better use, is what I'm getting. Right? Now because of that, I feel like in the past, right, what was the reason why you worked towards allowing a completion to come forth, like you worked to finish the cycle with the World card, was because you went through this, which is the Four of Autumn, which talks of manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance of how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate. So you have been in this situation of those who are less fortunate, and now you're like, well, I don't want to leave anyone like this, and so I am going to help them because I have completed a cycle myself. So who else to better help them than me? Though what I would suggest is that while that's all fine and dandy, but giving others the answer all packaged up with a little bow will not really help them achieve their goals and wishes. It'll actually hinder them, because they won't be able to repeat whatever they created, because the fact that you help them by giving them what it is they wanted. But if you help them, my father says this a lot, so I'm sure you've heard of it. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll be set for life. Something along those lines. So instead of giving it to them, teach them how to get themselves out of this rut that they are in. And that's where the Ace of Winter and the Ace of Spring come in handy, because first and foremost, you will have a new idea that should absolutely be implemented. Okay? It says it's important to communicate clearly and accurately, especially if you're being a mentor to someone who wants to better their circumstance. It says amazing new ideas that should be implemented, which is what I was alluding to at the beginning. Then you have the Ace of Spring. So with the new idea comes a new action, the new thought of something that you should be doing. And this card says it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. An amazing career opportunity. Amazing career opportunities. So you know after what you want to go and how you're going to do it. Okay, so that's what you're aiming towards, and that's what you're following. That intuition that's telling you, go here, go there, do this, do that. That is what you're following, which is amazing. Which is great, which is grand. Right? Next, you have the Spirit Dancer, which is the first card clarifying it. And the Spirit Dancer talks of self-expression, freedom, exploration. So, I mean, you are exploring. If you are the person who in the Four of Autumn is the one helping others, you're exploring your ability to help. if you're the person in the Four of Autumn, which is being helped, you have to explore the possibilities. Which type of mentor are you going to take? Whose teaching method do you prefer? And that type of stuff, right? So that would be what is pointed out the spirit dancer. Then you have the Lamb. Now the Lamb talks of unconditionally giving and receiving, which is the both sides of the coin of mentor-mentee, right? The mentor gives, the mentee takes unconditionally, because that's the idea, you know. Yes, of course, like I say, unconditionally, because that's their job, but they are being paid for what they are doing, right? So I mean, tis a part of life. Next you have Oh That Gnome, which talks of breaking of habits and patterns. So as much as you are taking and receiving and giving unconditionally, there is something that will be learned through this situation that will help you break a pattern that you have been stuck in for a little while. Once that pattern is broken, you will be able to see the truth of a situation by cutting through deception, which is what Sylvanus talks about. Then you have, and once you've understood what it is that you are missing, you will be able to tap into the fairy godmother's energy. Yes, which is amazing. Now for the fourth and final set. Okay, fourth and final set starts out with the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess talks of trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So I feel like, so you're starting something new, you're taking on this mentor-mentee relationship, and you have new ideas that you're implementing, which is, the new idea is it's Ace of Winter, while as the implementation of it would be the Ace of Spring. So that would be what this is referring to. And with that, then you have the ego, which is the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. So this could be talking of both mentor and mentee. Now, if we are talking of mentee, I feel like what is the most relevant to that would be the illusion of being trapped into doing something, then as well as placing too much importance on material items instead of putting importance on your knowledge and how you get through what you do, you know. And for the mentee, it's being afraid and worried for your mentor. Okay. For the mentor, you're afraid and worried about your mentee doing a good job and being able to giving you good ratings. This might not be right, but that's what came to mind, you know, so that it gives off a good impression on your future students or mentees, or the people who are hiring you to be the mentor to mentees. You understand? It's like for it to give you a better reflection on your CV to a certain extent. Then you have the Six of Summer. Now the Six of Summer is the Six of Cups in this deck. And the Six of Cups talks of children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, and remembering events differently, better or worse, in a better or worse light than how they actually occurred. Which I feel like, in regards to how trapped you were, I feel this is related to how trapped you actually were and how free you thought you were, when in actuality you were allowing yourself to be trapped in this, I don't know how to call it, in this loop of denial, or this this might be you or someone you're dealing with, okay? Loop of denial, or loop of placing the responsibility on someone else of what happened. When in actuality, when you understand the law of attraction, everything in this world comes to you because you've attracted it. And thankfully, if you were the person who attracted it, you are also the person who can shoo it away, which is great. And the cards clarifying that are the Bright Mother, which talks of creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. So when you figure out that you are the cause for everything that is attracted into your reality, you can creatively think of ways to attract what you actually want, and not attract some unnecessary thing into your reality. Okay? Then you have the Soul Shrinker, which, yes, talks of many nasty stuff, right? But at the very end, it talks of blessings. So all those nasty things that came out from you not taking, from you or someone else not necessarily taking care of themselves enough, is that made the way for a blessing in disguise. And on top of the blessing was that something transformed in your reality. So, with the Singer of Transfiguration. Now, my gorgeous Tauruses, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Tauruses, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!